I think we're all quite excited that it could be the so-called flood tunnel booby trap system. Of course, we're going to investigate.
The Oak Island treasure has finally been found. Gold was discovered at Smith's Cove, and it was more than anyone had expected. Rick and Marty Laguna were stunned when they detected traces of gold in the water, reigniting excitement and hope in their long-running search. Things took a dramatic turn when the team discovered an old handmade ladder descending into a dark, water-filled tunnel. The presence of this mysterious structure raised new questions. Who had been there before them? Could this be a clue left by treasure hunters of the past? The discovery of gold in the water wasn't just thrilling. It led the brothers to believe that even more might be hidden beneath Oak Island's surface. They expanded their search area, even considering that treasure could be buried near the island's trees. Their hearts raced as they sensed they were closer than ever to solving the centuries-old mystery. But their next discovery hinted at something far more dangerous than just hidden treasure. While exploring deeper, the brothers came across the ancient ladder leading into the underwater tunnel. Could this be evidence left by past explorers, or was it something else entirely? Local legends warn of a deadly coast, one that claims someone must die before the treasure could be revealed. Despite the ominous stories, the team remained focused and determined to press on. As the episode continued, Paul, one of the team members, was filled with excitement about the next phase of the search. Marty, ever the leader, asked if the team was ready to bring in the drilling rig. They responded enthusiastically, turning their attention to a promising area identified by experts Dr. Spooner and Dr. Michelle. These researchers had been analyzing the water and pointed to a spot west of the garden shaft they dubbed the Blob, believing it might contain the treasure. They narrowed the search further to a location they humorously named the Baby Blob, and theorized that a tunnel about 95 feet below the ground could lead directly to it. With their hopes high, the drilling began at borehole DN 11.5. Excitement mounted as Charles Borghese, the team's historian, oversaw the operation. Meanwhile, Marty inspected the garden shaft, where significant progress had been made. Dirt and water had been cleared, and the shaft had been reinforced with wood. They were more than halfway toward their 80-foot depth goal. Marty's descent into the garden shaft led to an astonishing find. The old hand-carved ladder was perfectly preserved. This was undeniable proof that someone had been there before, perhaps centuries ago, chasing the same treasure. The team speculated. Could the person who crafted the ladder also be the one who had the gold? Could this artifact be the key to unlocking Oak Island's ancient secret? Back at borehole DN 11.5, the team drilled between 78 and 88 feet deep when suddenly, a loud grinding noise stopped everything. The drill had broken through an obstruction. The operator measured the depth. It was a 1.5-foot wide open space, 90 feet below the surface. Was it a void? A tunnel? The team paused to assess the situation. Charles immediately informed the Laguna brothers, and Rick rushed to the site. Once there, Rick learned from the drill operator that they had breached a mysterious void. The team speculated whether it was part of a larger tunnel system, especially since this find aligned with nearby boreholes. To investigate further, Marty ordered a core sample taken from the site. When the sample came up, they found pieces of wood. Could these be remnants of an ancient chest or structure concealing gold? Terry, one of the geologists, sent the sample for testing. Later, at the Oak Island Interpretive Center, the team reviewed the results with metal archaeologist Emma Culligan. She confirmed that the wood sample contained a surprising amount of gold, reigniting everyone's confidence that they were on the right track. Drilling continued at the garden shaft with plans to create 12 more boreholes in search of human activity and artifacts. Meanwhile, Rick and team member Peter Fornetti explored Lot 26, where they discovered an old stone wall that seemed to hold another piece of the puzzle. The team also revisited the island's rich history, drawing on discoveries made by longtime surveyor Fred Nolan, who had identified significant features like Nolan's Cross, a giant cross-shaped land formation, and other unusual sites. Fred's son, Tom Nolan, joined the team and shared his father's notes, including sketches of an oddly shaped stone structure called the quadrilateral. It didn't appear to be naturally formed, leading the team to wonder whether it had ties to the hidden treasure. With each new clue, Oak Island's mystery deepened. In a historical twist, The team recalled the events of 1861, when the infamous money pit collapsed, or the wooden beam supporting it vanished without a trace. Some believe this was a sign of hidden treasure. Others thought it might have been caused by ancient religious warriors such as the Knights Templar, who were rumored to have visited the island centuries ago. As Rick, Marty, and their dedicated team pressed forward, they knew their journey was about much more than gold. It was about uncovering the truth behind one of history's most captivating legends. With every artifact, every tunnel, and every inch of ground explored, they were piecing together a puzzle that had remained unsolved for over 200 years, and now more than ever, it seemed they were on the brink of revealing Oak Island's greatest secret. They could have buried their riches after long and difficult quests to protect sacred places and fight in holy battles. For years, two brothers, Rick and Marty Lagina, have been on a relentless mission to uncover that very treasure. They are the stars of the television series The Curse of Oak Island, a show that documents the effort to discover the legendary wealth believed to be hidden on the island for over 200 years. Despite countless digs and endless hard work, they have yet to find a grand treasure. However, they have discovered small traces of gold in the island's surrounding waters, which reignited their hope. Could this mean the treasure is real? Or are they simply chasing an enduring legend? Oak Island is steeped in a dark and chilling tale. According to local legend, the treasure will not be found until 7 people lose their lives in pursuit of it. To date, 6 lives have already been lost, casting an ominous shadow over the brothers' search. With every new clue they uncover, the specter of the legend looms large. Could the next step be their last? Over the years, the Lagina brothers have unearthed many strange and compelling artifacts that strengthen their belief in something extraordinary hidden beneath Oak Island. Among their findings are pieces of ancient wood, old tools, centuries-old coins, and even a U-shaped wooden structure. These clues have led them to theorize that the island may have been used by secretive groups like the Knights Templar, Christian warriors from the Middle Ages who were known for their dangerous missions to protect sacred lands. Some speculate that the Templars could have hidden not just treasure, but sacred relics such as the Holy Grail or even the Ark of the Covenant on Oak Island. One of the most intriguing discoveries was an old cross made of lead, possibly linked to the Templars, alongside other ancient items like coins and tools. The cross deepened the island's mystery. It began to seem that Oak Island wasn't just about gold. It might also be guarding relics of immense historical and religious significance. Perhaps the island was chosen not merely as a hiding spot for wealth, but as a secret vault for artifacts that could reshape our understanding of history. Determined, the team continued to dig and explore every inch of the island. They use advanced technology to peer deep underground and beneath the water surface, searching for more evidence. Each discovery, be it a sliver of gold or an ancient relic, pushed them further along the path. Then came a particularly thrilling breakthrough. Traces of gold were once again found in the island's waters. Did this mean the treasure was near, or was it just another deception by the island, pulling them further into its mysterious web? As each season of exploration unfolded, the team grew more determined. They identified a promising location nicknamed the Baby Blob, which seemed like a potential burial site for the treasure. This time, they planned to dig deeper than ever, but they couldn't ignore the danger. The legend was clear. 6 had died. Would this dig be the one that finally revealed the treasure, or would it trigger the island's legendary curse? For the Lagina brothers, the search for Oak Island's treasure has become about far more than finding gold. Each new artifact feels like another piece of a massive historical puzzle. Even small objects like a stone shot provide vital context about the island's mysterious past. Their quest has become a journey into history itself, an attempt to discover who once came to the island, what they brought, and why they left it behind. What secrets were hidden there, and why was Oak Island chosen to keep them safe? As the brothers prepared for what could be their most important excavation yet, they reflected on the many explorers who came before them. All had tried. None had succeeded. Every step they took was filled with equal parts hope and caution. Could they finally be the ones to solve the island's riddle? Or would the treasure remain hidden, keeping its secrets locked away for another generation? Every clue unearthed draws the team deep into the heart of Oak Island's long-buried story. One mystery in particular continues to baffle them: the famous lost tunnel. In the past, explorers searching the island mysteriously lost track of a tunnel that had once been clearly identified. Its sudden disappearance confounded everyone who followed. Where had the tunnel gone? Why couldn't it be found again? These questions have driven treasure hunters for over 2 centuries, and now modern scientists, geologists, and historians are joining the effort. Their latest focus lies on 2 new drilling sites, boreholes 8.5 and 13.5. There, they made a stunning discovery: an empty space nearly 10 feet wide buried underground. This unexpected find gave the entire team a fresh surge of excitement and renewed their belief that the centuries-old mystery of Oak Island might finally be within reach. What could be hiding in that empty space? Could it finally be the key to solving Oak Island's enduring puzzle? As the team drilled deep into the ground, something astonishing happened. An ancient crust emerged from the earth. The sight of this old, weathered crust filled everyone with renewed hope and excitement. Could it be a sign they were close to something truly important? Some believe that beneath the surface lay old wooden tunnels, possibly connected to a mysterious location known as the Garden Shaft. According to rumors, the Garden Shaft might hold more than just dirt and stone. It could be the very hiding place of the long-lost treasure itself. With this belief in mind, the team approached their digging with extreme care, cautious not to disturb any fragile underground structures. The deeper they went, the more they hoped to find the legendary tunnels that had been spoken of for centuries. But as they continued, frustration set in. Despite all their careful efforts, the wooden tunnels remained out of reach. Doubt began to creep in. Were they even digging in the right place? Could the infamous money pit, the supposed resting place of the treasure, have shifted over the years? People have been searching for this treasure for more than 225 years, yet no one had ever uncovered it. Just when it seemed the search might be another dead end, something curious occurred. Air bubbles began to rise through the soil as they drilled. This unexpected phenomenon was a significant moment. The presence of air bubbles suggested empty spaces underground, perhaps even the elusive tunnels they had been seeking all along. Spirits lifted across the team. Maybe, just maybe, they were closer to the treasure than they had dared to believe. Motivated by this discovery, the team quickly gathered water samples from the area around the air bubbles. They hoped the analysis would reveal more clues about what lay hidden beneath the island. To support the next phase of their exploration, they partnered with the Dumar Mining Company, a group of experts skilled in safe and efficient digging. As the mining company stabilized the shafts and began their assessment, they made another intriguing discovery. Water was flooding into the shaft from the landward side. This was an exciting development, possibly indicating the presence of the legendary flood tunnels believed to have been engineered to protect the treasure from being found. The team came up with a bold new plan. They would reinforce the shafts with concrete, sealing out the water and creating a safer environment for deeper excavation. Although the renovations would take months to complete, the team was willing to wait. After everything they had endured, what if the treasure was just below their feet? They had come too far to turn back now. As they waited for the upgrades to finish, anticipation soared. What would they uncover once they could safely return to the dig sites? The Dumar Mining Company reassured them that after renovations, they would be able to explore in the safest conditions possible, critical in an environment where the ground was unstable and tunnels could collapse at any moment. The thought of finally uncovering a network of hidden wooden tunnels, perhaps filled with ancient artifacts or treasure, was more real than ever before. The mining experts even speculated that wooden structures might be hidden inside the tunnels. If true, this would bring the treasure within reach. Hope surged among the team. Could they be the ones to finally solve the mystery that had puzzled generations of explorers? The excitement among Rick and Marta Lagina and their team was contagious. Everyone was eager to continue digging in the garden shaft and perhaps even locate the original money pit, the legendary center of Oak Island's mystery. If they could find it, they might finally confirm whether the stories of buried treasure were true. But for the team, the mission wasn't only about gold and riches. Each artifact they uncovered had the potential to reveal a larger historical narrative. They weren't just digging into soil, they were digging into the past. Who had journeyed to Oak Island all those years ago? What had they brought with them? And what secrets had they left behind? Many believe that the Knights Templar, the medieval order of Christian warriors, may have hidden their treasures on the island. If this were true, the treasure might include not only gold but also sacred relics, perhaps even the Holy Grail or the Ark of the Covenant. The team's resolve never wavered. They were determined to keep going, no matter the obstacles. They knew many had tried and failed before them, but they believed they had the tools, the knowledge, and the perseverance to succeed. Their journey had become about something far greater than treasure. It was about uncovering the truth and revealing secrets that had remained buried for centuries. Whether it took more years or even decades, the Lagina brothers were ready to continue the search until the real story of Oak Island was finally told. As we delve deeper into this incredible journey, one question remains. Could the Knights Templar have truly left their treasures on Oak Island? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more discoveries and updates from this legendary search.